Benefits of GST. Goods and service tax is a historic transformation in the indirect tax regime as amalgamating a large number of central and state taxes into a single tax. It is mitigating the cascading effect on tax as it will be indicating with the tax on tax, and it will lead to a common unique national market. And in that sense also it will be indicating that there will be several advantages towards the implementation of GST as it may be concerned by Government of India, as it will be beneficial to the consumers, businessmen and state itself. And on that background GST has been enforced by Government of India in proper way. First we have to consider about the benefit of GST for business. As the every taxation system it has its own ultimate relevance or impact on the beneficiaries, and the primary beneficiary regarding with the GST will be concerned with the the revenue earning point of view. It will be beneficial to the state itself, but in the practical way it will be beneficial or it may be needed for to the business people itself, as GST is a tax on supply of goods and services. On that sense the person who may be handling with the goods or services will be concerned with the business people, and on that sense they have to follow the rules and taxes rules regarding with the entire tax segment or GST itself. And the major benefits regarding with the business field will be easy compliance and transparent system. As regarding with the GST may be avoids the complexities regarding with the implementation of taxation system. As for example, you have to if you have to obtain registration regarding with the value tax, we have to visit several times with the value tax office or maybe commercial tax officers in Kerala itself. But regarding within today's scenario, while we are opting for a GST registration, we don't have to go to the commercial tax officers or goods and service tax officers. We have to just provide our details with the GST and portal, and we have to obtain registration within around 7 days itself up to a maximum level. As it may be in normal practice it will be obtained with 3 days with a GST identification number. That will be one of the major advantage regarding with the business people, as they are intended to start a business, they got registration in easy manner, and it will be a transparent system as it can be available to everyone in a transparent way, as we have to know what about our status and what are the provisions to be adopted for proper maintenance of our accounts, and if there is any issues that can be resolved through proper manner itself, and it ensure the transparency in the existing system. Then uniformity in tax structure avoids complexities, and in earlier times there will be different tax element environments identified. Some of the taxes were collected by state governments, some of the taxes were collected by central government, and some other taxes were levied by municipal corporations or local self governments. In such a scenario it will be a hurdle to the businessman, the authority to whom we may be approached, and it will be a hurdle task, as we may not or business person may not be identified with such a malpractice, and they are not interested to waste their time. On that background it should be avoiding complexity as to a unique tax. Then removes cascading effect of tax, as it will be the one of the vital factor regarding with every value tax segment. As on that background state sales tax may be changed to a value tax segment portfolio by adopting from 2006 times by almost all the states, and there are also some limitations as regarding with the while goods may be transferred from one state to another state. If we are purchasing goods from Tamil Nadu to Kerala, Tamil Nadu state will be charging tax, and on that tax included price of goods, Kerala government has been enforced tax, and also along with by crossing the boundaries of a state, central government has been enforced tax as in the form of CST. And on that background in the initial stage while we are purchasing a commodity from Tamil Nadu state has been charging a tax on their own state background, and while on such amount, including the tax charged by the product by Tamil Nadu state along with the value of goods plus tax charged by the Tamil Nadu state. Central government has been enforced central sales tax for transferring commodity by interstate transfer. Then as it will be relating with the when the central government has been enforced CST, it will be tax charged on the sales tax charged by Tamil Nadu state there, as it will be leading to tax on tax. And such numerical cascading effect issues may be avoided through GST implementation. Then seamless flow of input tax credit, as ITC is one of the vital factor regarding with the every business player, as regarding with the while we are making payment of tax on inputs, as it shall be reduced with the output tax. That is the normal provision regarding with the ITC. As we are purchasing raw material by making payment of tax, and while we are supplying the goods produced out of such raw materials, then tax has been paid to the government. And in such a scenario, while we are purchasing the raw material, we already make payment of tax. Such a tax amount can be reduced from the tax that should be paid to the government as part of the supply to കസ്റ്റമേഴ്സ്. കസ്റ്റമേഴ്സിന് കൊടുക്കുന്ന ഗുഡ്സിന്മേൽ ടാക്സ് ചാർജ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ആ ടാക്സ് നമ്മൾ സപ്ലയർ എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിൽ ബിസിനസ് പീപ്പിൾ ഗവൺമെൻറ്റിലേക്ക് അടയ്ക്കേണ്ടതാണ്. ആ ഗവൺമെൻറ്റിലേക്ക് അടയ്ക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ റോ മെറ്റീരിയൽ മേടിച്ചപ്പോൾ ടാക്സ് അടച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ആ ടാക്സ് കുറച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത് അടച്ചാൽ മതി. അതാണ് ITC എന്നുള്ളത് കൊണ്ട് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. ആൻഡ് ദ ITC പ്രൊവിഷൻ വിൽ ബി ആപ്ലിക്കബിൾ ഓർ ഇറ്റ് മേ ബി എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻഡ് ഇൻ ഡീറ്റെയിൽഡ് മാനർ ഇൻ ദ കമ്മിങ് ചാപ്റ്റേഴ്സ്. ആൻഡ് ദ ഫ്ലോ ഓഫ് ITC is one of the vital factor regarding with the business people, as there will be ITC refund issues may be identified with the other segments of taxation in earlier platform, as it may be value tax, CST, central excise itself, as it has been a struggle today itself also as part of the value tax segment in Kerala also. It has been GST has been enforced in July 1st 2017, but today itself also there will be issues regarding with the ITC on value tax in Kerala state itself, and that issue that may be pertained with the other states also. Then improves competitiveness of economy, as it is regarding with the, it is because of that business people have much time, as they have no issue regarding with the tax matters. As such time may be creatively used for other segments in competitive manner, and it ensures competition in the economy through a supportive mechanism as a business friendly atmosphere in the tax environment. Then ease of doing business, and the major hurdle regarding with the Indian economy is that taxation system. As for every business person, tax is one of the issue that may be faced or hurdle faced by every business people, and in that segment one of the issue or issue regarding the easiness of business concern or business aspects will be tax. And on that backgrounds, India's easiness of doing business ranking also reduced to a, or it plateaued to around 140 or 150 itself, and while adopting the GST it has been enhanced to around 73 itself as in the international ranking, also on ease of doing business in global manner. Then simplified registration, assessment, tax payment procedures, as everything will be routed through online platform. Then it will be carried in a limited time with the proper documents. Then boost for export, as export procedures were simplified through GST implementation, and GST has also been enforced with the zero rated export facilities. Then benefit of fully automated tax system, as it is one of the vital factor regarding with the taxation in the economy, as GST is focused fully with the automated system, and the manual process were limited, or there will be only a limited sense of manual process may be applicable, as there will be any hurdles faced, but it may not be in such a sense it has been enforced. It is for fully automated mechanism, and these are the advantages or benefit regarding with the business people. Then to the government, it is a simple tax system, as the government have maintain a proper infrastructure, then the government has to got the tax in proper way, and the revenue earnings will be improved. Then it will widen the tax base as attracting more business people as with for registration purpose, as the registration limit will be 40 lakhs, but also many of the may be interested to take registration in GST, and it also leads to widen the tax base. Then improved compliance and revenue collection, and rather than the punishment practice is by GST has been enforced in proper levels and proper way, as through automated system everyone will be ready to make payment of tax and following the procedures, as because of that it will be online system, and in any day it if there is any malpractice may be identified, it shall be identified, and such a sense may be identified with the economy also. Then support of foreign investment and make in India campaigns, as it is a supportive initiatives to local industries and also make in India campaigns and investment that may be coming from abroad, as it may be foreign portfolio investment, foreign institutional investment, and also regarding with the FDIs itself. FDI is also welcomed through GST implementation, and a huge number of foreign companies make their own production plants in India after GST implementation itself, as because of the Make in India campaigns also. Then as it will be treated as economic union of India, as a single integrated economic union, as rather than several state economic unions, it will be into a single integrated economic union. Then reduction in tax evasion, as it will be a facility to automated system, as it will limit the tax evasion into limited levels. Simplification of legal procedures, as the statutes or laws may be enforced from 1st July 2017, and the decision will be taken through GST Council, and there will be a proper platform, and regarding with the revisions may be maintained with the proper way. The introduction may be lapsed with around 20 years, but regarding with the while we are concerned about the income tax or any other tax or indirect tax segment itself, central excise has been enforced or statute of central excise has been forced from 1944. That will be the base act regarding the central excise, as it will be in the case of income tax it will be 1961, and in such a sense it will be invalid statutes, as it may be in sense that some of the loopholes that may be identified in the system. While updating the statutes, it also reducing the tax evasion practice from the related parties. Then simplification of legal procedures, then reducing corruption, as it will be through fully automated system. Then increase in exports, as rather most of them interested to register, and most of them business people may be engaged in such practices to carry out business activities by affording legal way. Then employment opportunities, as because of the implementation of proper levels of taxation and increase in, ultimately it will leads to increase in GDP. Then benefit of GST to the consumer, reduction of commodity prices, as it will be the ultimate aim, as by cascading effect the tax will be reduced and ultimately it will be beneficial to the consumers, but it will be a dream today itself, as it is because of that while in the Kerala state itself, for example, it will not be a political issue, but it may be a reality, as regarding with the Kerala finance minister states that it shall be enforced in proper way with the chicken stalls itself, as there will not be any GST that may be applicable for meat products itself, but relating with the enforcement type, they may be, or suppliers of meat products may be enhance their price by identifying that or indicating that there will be GST on meat products, and that may be identified with the restaurant itself, as they are enhanced the price of meals by indicating that there will be a GST, as it will be added with the existing price including with the value tax. ഇപ്പോൾ 100 രൂപയാണ് ഒരു മീൽസിന് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് ഇൻക്ലൂഡിങ് ടാക്സ് ആണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇപ്പോഴുള്ള 14-15% കേരള സെയിൽസ് ടാക്സ് ഉണ്ട്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കേരള വാല്യൂ ടാക്സ് ഉണ്ട്, അത് കുറയ്ക്കാതെ തന്നെ GST അഡോപ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന പ്രവണത കാണുന്നുണ്ട്. അങ്ങനെയുള്ളതൊക്കെ വരുന്നത്, അത് ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി ഇൻ ദ ഇനിഷ്യൽ ലെവൽസ്, ബട്ട് ഇൻ ലേറ്റർ ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി ഇൻ എ പ്രോപ്പർ സ്റ്റാഗ്നൻറ്റ് വേ. but it should be through the proper monetization. Proper monitor ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ അത് പ്രോപ്പറായിട്ട് വരുള്ളൂ. And in sense, while this it will be leading to reduction in commodity prices. But in today's scenario also, it may not be in proper way itself. Then transparency in taxation procedure. As it will be one of the advantage, as we may be identified what will be the tax segment and what will be the value of product. As we are taking a bill, as it may be GST bill, it is clearly indicating with who is the supplier of product and who is the, where is the place of supply, and also indicating with the time details, bill number, GST identification number of the supplier, and also relating with the divisions of tax and price of product. As the price of cloth, if I am purchasing a product, it will be a cloth, it will be worth ₹1000, along with the GST will be 5%. As it may be purchased from Kerala, 2.5 will be Kerala sales, Kerala GST, then 2.5 will be central GST, as it is clearly indicating in with the bill itself, and we are identified how much will be the tax that may be paid to the government. And such malpractice should be avoided from the part of the business people, and consumer awareness should be enhanced. Then it will remove the cascading effect of taxation. It will be beneficial to the both the parties, business people and consumers, as by reducing the commodity prices, and it will take time. Then it will last stage employment opportunities, as the business people have a large volume of savings. It will be leading to huge investments, and ultimately it will result to the employment opportunities. Limitations of GST. It ignores one nation one tax concept, as it is because of that. One of the example that may be indicating that Kerala government has been enforced with Kerala floods, as it will be as against the movement of one nation one tax, as there will be only flood cess will be implemented in Kerala, and the other states they may not have any such issues. And also regarding with the government of India, that may be indicating that there will not be any additional cess, but the government of India has been enforced cess in the form of compensation. Such issues that should be avoided or it will be considered as limitations of GST implementation, as it will be ignoring the one nation one tax concept. Then multiple tax rates. It will not be make easiness with the taxation system, as there will be 5 tax rates, 0%, 5, 12, 18, 28, and also compensations as there will be slight variation regarding with the gold and diamond products, as it will be around 2.25 and 3%. Such multiple tax rates may not be a feasible one for adoption in India, but regarding the ASEAN, India is a union of states, as we have to cater the needs of states, and on that background the multiple tax rate is feasible, as it may be indicating that luxury products and daily essentials may not be treated in equal standard, and that is enforced by government of India on that background, and a draft committee also framed such or intended to recommend such multiple tax rate, as it is because that such single tax may not be practical in Indian scenario, as because of that there will be luxury products will be charged at a higher tax, and daily necessities will be taxed at a lower tax or zero rate. Then higher revenue neutral rate. India's revenue neutral rate, or as to enhance revenue earning capacity, or to be indicating with the minimum revenue to be earned as in the tax platform, as with the earlier tax segment will be treated with the revenue neutral rate, and in the GST platform it will be around with the 18% will be revenue neutral rate, and it is the common rate applicable to most of the commodities, and it may not be treated as a good platform for proper revenue neutral rate, as it will be relating with it is very much higher than as compared with other countries in the globe. As earlier in Kerala state's revenue neutral rates in value tax scheme, it will be around 14.5. That will be coming with almost all the commodities. But regarding with the while introduction or adoption of the GST, it has been enhanced with 18%. Most of the around 60% of products were coming under the 18% category, including services. Then multiple registration for operation in different states. Multiple registration for operation in different states, it will be one of the issue. Each state we have to take separate registration as we have to intend to start business operations. Then issues in working of anti-profiteering authority, and it may be a birth child and it may take some time to run in a proper way. Then teething troubles and learning issues, that will be the initial struggles. Higher tax burden to SMEs, small and medium industries may be facing with the huge struggles in GST, and some of the SMEs or MSMEs were came into a shutdown practice, as it may be identified with the textile garment segment itself, as it may be in Tirupur, Ahmedabad, Surat, such cities may be collapsed due to the implementation of GST, as it may be negatively or harmful to the such industry itself, as it is one of the issue faced in Indian scenario while implementing the GST. Then higher failures of GST, as it will be a system that may be fully automated, but regarding with the system workloads may be in a great level, and Infosys may be the IT support, and some sense it has such issues as regarding with the their predictions may not be in practical way. On that sense, the IT system may not have its own hurdles, but it may be in going to a proper way, it may be in stabilized way, it may be running in a smoother way, as it has been enforced in proper way with the support of the companies or IT companies. And it may be one of the failure of GST itself, as it may be identified, but it may be initial issues. Then issues on ITC and refund issues on exporters, but it may be a practically important issue. ITC credit issues and refund to exporters will be one of the element, one of the important matter that should be concerned by Government of India, as it is one of the vital limitation of GST also, and such issues may be avoided. The paper writing should be came into a practical way, that should be identified by government, and such practices also adopted by government to enhance proper running of ITC refund and also refund to exporters. Then elimination of local tax incentives or schemes, as regarding with the while concerned about the state governments, for example in the case of Kerala state, Kerala government have been provided supporting mechanisms to the industries in Kerala state. Such practices may not be enforced with the GST, and it also reduce the, or it may be avoiding the supporting mechanism in regional levels, as it is one of the issue, as the Mahatma Gandhi says that our India lives on villages, and the promotion of villages will be one of the vital factor, and in such a sense self-reliant villages will be one of the aim of every political or administrative wing in the sense of Indian scenario, and such element should not be considered as one of the limitation, but should be overcome in proper adoption of GST. Then disconnect from foreign trade policy, as foreign trade policy has been enforced by Commercial Affairs Ministry, and such policies may not have any impact, or it may not be considered with the GST. That is one of the another issue. Then lack of consistency in rules and regulation, as it may be indicating that the revisions, the continuous revision may be identified with the GST implementation from 2017 and up to 2020 in June itself, or June itself, as it is one of the issue. Such issues should be avoided. As regarding with the one day after GST Council meeting says that one product will be taxed at 12%, and another day it will be indicating, another GST Council meeting it will be indicating with the product will be charged at 0% or 28%, and that is the issue. There will not be any consistency, as by adopting the recommendation from the industry or public, but regarding with there should be a consistency and a clarification should be provided in proper way. As proper running of other taxation system, the rate should be fixed in proper way, as by formulating by making a clarification or identifying the sense of economy in proper way. Otherwise, it will be a hurdle task. Such limitations may be, as indicating with some of the limitations may be vital, but regarding with the others where it may be the initial issues regarding with the taxation system, and whether it is a limitation, the system has its own limitation, as it is a country with more than 100 crores population, and such issues or limitations may be identified, and how the government may be intimating with such issues is one of the important factor, and it should may not be in a political element, it may be social and economical aspects.